Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another game review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Stray, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this game to tell you in short what this game is all about. Then I'm gonna share my own opinions and thoughts about this game, so in case you didn't play it, one big spoiler alert across the screen, and yeah, just click away from this video to avoid spoilers and come back after you play a game if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, it's totally okay. But if you really are interested in my opinions and thoughts about this game right now, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright guys, Stray is a game that's been released this year. It's been developed by Blue 12 Studio, it's been developed in Unreal Engine 4, and this is a third-person adventure puzzle platformer. And story of this game puts you in a perspective of a little stray cat that doesn't have a name or anything. Game literally starts off with a scene of your cat being with 3 other cats, so it's a little like cat family. And it's heavily raining, it's night time, and you kind of have to interact with all 3 cats to cut to the cutscene, which brings you now to the daytime, where these cats are going for a walk around the area where they live, and they live in some sort of sewers or something. And that's where game familiarizes you with the controls a little bit, and you follow your cat family. And at one point, your cat that you're playing with unfortunately falls down to this underground shelter and gets separated from its cat family. And now for the rest of the game, you play as a lost stray cat that is trying to find its way home and its way back to family. But on that journey, cat meets a lot of robots because humans are extinct. Apparently some sort of apocalypse happened and humans built these underground shelters, and these shelters started to get filled up with the trash that was falling from above, from the outside, and they even developed the bacteria that dissolves that trash. But unfortunately bacteria evolved too much, and it evolved into these so-called zerks, which are some sort of parasites that literally eat metal. They literally eat everything, and they're really dangerous. And there is no humans in that underground shelter that you played through the entire game with your cat. And those shelters are filled with robots that behave pretty much like humans. They actually were created by humans, and at one point in the game you even meet a little drone called B12, which is basically a scientist that copied his mind in that little drone. And through the entire game, that B12 drone is helping you in your adventure, and he can talk to the robots and translate what they got to tell you. So through that B12 drone you literally discover the whole story of the game and what is going on, and you can communicate with all the robots and interact with them. And like I said, these robots behave pretty much like humans, and they actually give honor to humans for creating them, and they continue the human work because, like I said, humans are extinct. They're gone, they don't exist anymore, or at least they're not in the shelter. And the game completely, like, the atmosphere of the game is very depressive, it's very sad, it's very lonely. And you know, playing as a little cat that is trying to figure out what is going on, and you know, trying to find its way back to the outside world and find its family again, it's really sad and kind of adorable in the same time. Game really kind of plays around with your emotions, especially at the end of the game. And there is like a lot of things going on in this game, even though protagonist is a cat and it doesn't say a single word, you know, it only meows. And it's just one beautiful story. It has a really strong message behind it, and I really loved the focus, how they focused on the emotions. And you know, they really wanted to touch your heart with this game's story, and in my opinion they succeeded, especially when you put a cat in the as the main protagonist that you play with. It's just so, like I said, adorable, and the entire atmosphere is so sad and lonely and depressing at the same time, so there is so much going on. And yeah, in general, I really liked the story and set of Stray. It was very well written, very well done, and I definitely enjoyed this journey and this adventure. When it comes to gameplay, Stray is in the same time so simple, so interesting, and yet so unique. Like I said, you play as a cat, so you obviously can expect that you can do cat things. So whenever you see a carpet or a wall that you can scratch, you can just go to it, press a button, and then combine left and right click and just scratch it. You know, just do cat things. You know, cats do those things. They scratch carpets to sharpen their claws, or walls, or they can push off the things from the tables or from the edge, because they're just cats. They're assholes. You know, cats can be real assholes in real life, and everything that cats do in real life you can like literally do in this game. You literally have a feeling that you're playing as a little cat. So it's just your choice. Do you want to be a little asshole, or do I want to be a nice, friendly, polite cat? But trust me, you won't be able to adore these little cute interactive things that you can do through this game. The entire game is actually very interactive. It's basically based on exploring, solving puzzles, talking to the NPCs, uncovering the story through them. So there is not a single word said in this game. There is no voice actors or anything. Everything has to be read off the screen. And like I said, you have this little B12 drone. You can press a button, and then in case you are lost or don't know where you should go or what you should do, B12 will give you a hint on what you should do, and then you still have to figure out how are you going to achieve that, what B12 just reminded you of. I mean, how you gonna get to that hint in reality. And you really have to explore the environment, and sometimes you'll just find yourself walking around the shelter. You can collect the memories, which are like collectibles that the B12 remembers as he progresses through the game, because he lost all of his memory when his conscious was transacted from the real person inside this drone. And as the game goes on and comes to the end, he remembers more and more things, and he tells you the stories about the places that you're visiting, and you know, you can just explore the environment. And it's cool. It's very cool. The concept is very interesting. It's just really nice, little cute, adorable platformer. And like I said, sometimes you'll have to do some certain things, and what I absolutely love about Stray is that there is no indicators, there is no HUD on the screen or whatever. There is literally no HUD on the screen through the entire game. There is almost no HUD, and you really have to figure out everything on your own. Sometimes robots will ask you to destroy cameras at one point in the game, and you have to destroy 3 cameras, and then he will give you the mixtape that you can use to distract the shopkeeper, that you can, so you can steal the jacket that you need to give to another robot, that he can sneak you into the other area so you can like complete your journey and actually go where you need to go and do things that you need to do. So it's in the same time so complex, but yet so simple if you think about it. And the entire game is just, like I said, focused on exploring and solving puzzles, and you know, just doing adorable cat things that cat can do. Sometimes you'll find yourself in these big areas, and you can literally just do like cat core. You know, you can jump on everything, almost every fence, every AC unit, every wall. You can jump on it, you can climb it, you can ascend in the heights, climb the roofs, and sometimes you'll find an interesting things there. You'll find collectibles like badges that you can put on your backpack, and then, you know, you look cooler. Again, sometimes you'll find these memories that B12 will tell you about what happened about that place, or how he remembers it before, how it was. You know, you can always figure out something interesting through that exploration, and, you know, cat cooring around, just, you know, jumping, and it's really adorable. It's really cute, especially like I said, because you play as a little cat. It's absolutely beautiful. Gameplay of this game, it's so simple, so unique, and so beautiful and cute in the same time. I loved it. What I also liked is at one point in the game you will obtain this so-called the Fluxer, which is basically a powerful UV lamp, and that is basically a weapon against the Zergs. And you'll have one part of the game where you'll have to go through the sewers, and there's going to be a lot of these Zerg eggs, and you will have to shine this light onto them, and that's how you can kill them. They just explode somehow, and they hate UV lights. So it's pretty interesting, but unfortunately you don't get to stick with that like Fluxer through the entire game. It breaks at one point, but it's really cool little part of the game when you obtain that, and, you know, you just use the UV lamp as a weapon against these little bacterias or whatever they are. Also, gameplay is filled with beautiful little cat details. For example, sometimes you'll be able to sit next to these robots. I remember there was a part of the game where there was this robot that can play a guitar, and you can explore the city around and find him music sheets and you bring him this music sheets and he can play them, and you can just for fun lay to him and sleep and listen to the music that he's playing. And each time you bring a different music sheet, he'll play different music. It's really adorable. It's really cute. It's such an adorable little cat. The scenes, the ideas behind that, it's so beautiful and so cute. I really loved this game's gameplay. It's really not complicated. Literally a child can play this game and have so much fun. You should definitely check this game out with her. It's really unique. It's really fun, adorable little game with beautiful yet so simple gameplay. And for the end, as usual, let's talk about graphics and optimization of Stray. Now, like I said earlier, this game was developed in Unreal Engine 4, and with that, this game looks absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. I absolutely loved details in this game. Textures, graphics, everything looks so cute. Your cat looks fucking adorable. Character models are great. Cat models are great. And lightning in this game was something I was very surprised with. Lightning in this game is so stunning. Entire game basically visually looks really nice and really good. And the best part is that this game is actually not that hardcore on specifications. You can run this game on like 7-8-year-old computer on minimum settings without any problems. You don't even need that strong computer to run it on all ultra settings. It's really not that hardcore on hardware, and that's another thing to appreciate about this game. You don't need a strong PC for this one. You can play it just like that. Pretty much everyone can play this game, and that's really cool about it. Now, of course, I played this game on my PC, and my PC specs are next. My CPU is Ryzen 7 3700X 3.60 GHz 8-core processor. My GPU is RX 6600 XT 8 GB GDDR6, and my RAM is 16 GB HyperX Fury. And yeah, those are pretty much my specs I'm using for gaming, and I ran this game on 1080p resolution, all maxed out possible settings. I had over 100 frames, so my PC literally obliterated this game at max settings 1080p. It had absolutely no problems running it, and honestly I did not encounter any bugs at all. And when I say at all, I literally mean it. I didn't encounter a single bug in this game, single visual glitch, single sound glitch. This game is so well polished. It's really well optimized, but honestly, it's not that long either. You can finish it in only a couple of hours. That's the downside, but honestly, it's totally worth it. This adventure was totally worth it. It's definitely one of the games that's gonna stay in my memory, one of the platformers that's gonna stay in my memory for a long time. This was definitely one of the most interesting, unique, and cutest platformers that I have ever played in my entire life. And yeah, if you love cats, if you're a cat person, if you love platformers, adventure games with puzzles, I totally recommend you to check out Stray. You're not gonna regret it. This is literally game that I think everyone should experience. It's really simple. It's not a complicated game. Everyone can literally play it and have fun. So yeah, go check it out, guys. With that being said, that's it for this game review. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to, guys. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally okay. You can also join my Chris Facebook group. Link is down below in the description. I post all kind of stuff over there. So join if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally okay. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, did you play Stray? What are your opinions and thoughts about this game? I absolutely loved it. I also enjoyed making this review. And yeah, thanks for watching. I love you. I appreciate all of your support and everything you've done for me and my channel so far. You're amazing, guys. I love you, and I'll definitely see you in the next videos. Chris out.